have Jedi Knight Luke yet?
Oh yeah, I've already got JML.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've always loved the JML Starkiller or Starkiller JML into Profundity into Jabba. It just makes me massively erect. So, I mean, not the end of the
Just
world.
talking about it.
It does fit very well together.
I mean, I don't beat off to my GAC wins, but sometimes I beat off while I fucking plan my next 12 to 18 months of farming.
Yeah, and I can't remember AP ever having a video about bleaching his asshole either. So,
I mean, I've
does
almost had my
now.
YouTube channel deleted.
you haven't seen that one?
content, So yeah, I was gonna
No.
say that's
we haven't
circa
seen that one.
2020 right there. That's a OG. It came out right after Toast review.
It's on his OnlyFans.
I actually, believe it or not, have an OnlyFans thing, guys.
It costs $250.
I'm
You gotta bust it.
you 246438 on OnlyFans. Go subscribe. It's free.
The soundtrack by Steely Dan.
Named after a female pleasuring device.
You know what? There's a dildo museum near my house. I'm gonna go down there and ask if they have any stands around. It's got a gigantic history of sexual pleasure. Or the fuck is, I'm not
Is this
joking.
real?
Yeah, it's a real dildo museum.
I can picture AP going in there with like his swiggo voice going, "Excuse me, you have any Steely Dans?"
Welcome back, officers of the Republic. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief AP Gaines. I require a Steely Dan.
All right, man. I'll subscribe to your fucking whatever if you'll do that, please. I'll give you whatever you want. Just
I spend
do
a
that.
lot
Oh
of
my
time there. It's
God.
right next to my favorite pastry shop. So sometimes if they're busy, I'll just like have someone in line at the pastry shop and I'll just look around the sex shop and like look at the museum. Pretty good stuff, dude. Highly recommend it. Mostly because there's always weird people in there. You
I'm
know
gonna
what I mean?
check out the museum, but not before I chow down on some bear claws.
Dude, no. It's you don't understand. It's
Nothing like a Danish before, you know?
it's also a museum, but it's like a weird like antiques museum, but in the front is like this old Jewish couple that has the bakery. Holy shit. Like I've never done drugs, but like I've seen people every single day of my life on crack in the middle of San Francisco streets. I'm like, they are not enjoying life nearly as much as someone who comes away with like it's like a brownie like cake thing. Oh my god.
Oh,
It's addicting. It's bad. Like in a good way. So like crank one of those, crank a little bit of sex shop action, and you're looking at a pretty good Saturday afternoon in the city.
It's a museum.
You just gave them so many promotional sayings. It's addicting.
He's like, who needs the Golden Gate Bridge when you got the pastry sex shop?
I was gonna say if it was next to the Golden, if those two things were next to the Golden Gate Bridge, SF suicide rate 0. You would get distracted. You're like, fuck it, might as well go out with a bang. And you're like, shit, I still want to be alive. I'm telling you, it's so fucking good. Like I want one right now, but they're closed.
leave the gun. Take the cannolis.
Wait a minute. You want a pastry or a dildo?
Both.
How the hell you
That's
think
what-
they make donut holes?
If I ever,
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right.
if I ever strike the wrist, I'm buying both, and I'm knocking the wall down, and they're becoming one establishment. That's
There you
my
go.